Alright, so I'm gonna replace my HVAC resistor on my 2003 Chevy Express. Got the new resistor here. I propped it there because as you can see it's snowing. Someone already at one time before I purchased this tried to they replaced it. They probably dropped the bolt and put a screw in there, and I noticed the screw is sticking out the side. So, and there is a crack in the box right here. So I'm going to try to use this. This is for plastic for everything. So, all right, I'll try to do this one-handed. I got this other stuff off because in my other videos you'll see I had to replace like water pump, power steering pump, the hoses, idler, belt tensioner, timing chain, oil pump. I put the new thermostat since I take the old one off. I actually cut it off, the old water pump, trying to transfer the fan over. So not sure what size it's supposed to be, but after several tries, it looks like it's a 7/32, or I think would be equivalent to like 5mm. If you're ever unsure when working on the vehicles, for safety precautions, disconnect your battery. This one, minus the pine needles, or pull the fuse if you know which fuse it is. I wear gloves now because it's actually I never wore gloves until I had kids, so it's just easier when we have to quickly handle them when they're younger. You don't have greasy hands. Put these in my pocket so I don't lose them. And I disconnect these one-handed. Usually you could push this tab in and pull, but I found out that if you, when you have room, flathead screwdriver in there, push it down a little bit, and just pry it back, not too much because you don't want to snap this plastic, will break. There, see how it came up? Now you just pull it out. Connections look good. How they look in there. It's shadowed, but I can see they're both clean. And then disconnect this first. Don't do like I did. Now how I disconnected it, I just same thing. I just pulled back on that, and you can see this is burned. I did when I first bought this box van. I had no heat at all. I mean, the blower motor wasn't working, and the windshield was fogged up. It was hot outside, so I grabbed the some oil from the dipstick, and I seen this burnt connection, and I lubed it with that. And there was some grease somewhere else on here. I can't remember. I went underneath there and grabbed some grease from the tie rod or the ball joint that was sticking outside the boot, and after using I have a pocket screwdriver, I try to clean this up, and I lubed it with that, and I was able to get the heater to work to clear the windshield on that second setting only. And normally when they won't work, it's because there's corrosion here, and a lot of times these are mounted inside the vehicle, not outside. So, wow. You can see the rust on that. Wow. That very well could be because of the crack. You can see the crack a little bit better right here. I push down on it, maybe you can. No, you can't. But yeah, it's definitely a crack right there. There's your evaporator, I think, or that's a heater core. I can't tell from here. Listen, I'm a mechanic. I can't even tell. So there's the new one, and I did buy a new plug through Dorman. Go figure, all the same color wires and all the same size. When the factory is not all the same size. And that's, and they have the gauge for one. I don't even, this red wire I think is still fatter than these, but and black wire. Got your hot, your ground, your control sides. I'm going to try not to replace this. Maybe I cleaned it up enough, I don't know. I think maybe the problem was because, now I know this is just, it's going to sweat in here. You got your heater core. It's, you know, I'm not going to get into the air conditioning thing about, was it thermodynamics or whatnot, or pressure difference between the heater core and AC evaporator. They have to, that's how they work next to each other, hot and the cold. So I'm going to grab the new one. And as I say, let's just throw it in. I'm not going to get started with that. I would say probably always inspect your parts before you put them on. Make sure they look okay, nothing, you know, that they match up all right. So I'm going to put this, well, the reason, I don't know if I should, this looks like it's cracked all the way through. Yeah, it is it? I don't want to put the weld on there and have this thing stuck. Well, this is foam and it's not going to get stuck. I just want to see if this is going to work first. And this wire goes up around this little tab right there. Like that. Can't remember if this was above this or below it, but it's going to go below it now. Make sure you're straight in there, not crooked, and force it in there because you'll bend those tabs. You keep pushing. I've had these going so easy, thinking, okay, well I must have it lined up, and sure enough, I bent the tab over. Didn't make connection. They have a little spot here where this is supposed to ride on. It's a little protector. Getting my mounting screws. I think he was in a hurry to go nowhere real fast. That was the loudness. Really wasn't going anywhere. I usually do 60 through here. So one thing about wearing gloves, it's hard to feel. Always make sure you're not going to pinch any wires underneath anything, but there's no wires here. And don't over tighten these because they will snap. Now I'm going to go on and put this on, and just to see if I have all 4 control settings. I'm not going to start this. Remind me not to start it because you see how close this is? I don't have the fan shroud on the top. Not that this would hit, but once it goes, it might pull this down. I want to start slicing away at my new upper radiator hose. I'll come back and JB weld this if this works. I gotta get in here. Oh. All right, let's see. Yeah, I forgot to put this back on when I had the electrical problem for the ignition. All right, key on. I can hear this one. Wait till that car goes by. Oh, that one works. and high doesn't work. So yeah, we still have a problem. I'm gonna have to replace that plug. Low works now. This is the only one that was working. This one works. You probably can't hear it, but there's too much corrosion for it to pull that much power on there. So, all right. I don't know if you need me to video that. One big jump. Whee! So, I don't know if I'm gonna video this now because I'm gonna go inside. I don't want to ruin this resistor. So, my next video, I'm just going to show how to. I'm probably gonna put some lube on there. Replace this. I call this a pigtail. So when I'm gonna do this next video, I will stagger. You don't just, well, you get to cut it off, and then you'll start staggering these because you don't want this big glob of connectors and electrical tape. You're gonna spread it out through this whole unit. Now to give us, I mean, obviously you're gonna have some extra room, so I'm gonna cut it here, and one by one I'll start shortening this and these up to about right here. So this video was just how to replace this resistor, which looks like it's, whenever they did replace it was a while ago. So I am going to go on and put this on right now, even though the surface isn't prepped properly. All right, let's see how this stuff works, and then we're done with the video. Let's get this out of the way. I'll put this down here. I'd use pliers to open this up. I'm gonna have to use them again. See if I can prop this up. I always say in my videos, I'm not gonna make it this long this time. I'm not gonna make it this long, and sure enough. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. Not even sure how I'm going to label this video. Doing this left-handed. All right, can you guys see that? So I'm just going to put some on like that. I'm not going to be taking this resistor out again, so I am going to put some up underneath here. I'm going to have fun getting this out, right? This is foam. It'll come right out. It might eat away at the foam, actually. Anyone with biological, chemical engineering background, let me know in the comments. It's gonna make it look real pretty. Not. Well, let's see if that. We'll let this sit out here in this nice warm weather. I'm not really worried about the cold. It's the wet snow is messing me up a little bit here. I don't feel like working underneath the tarp to do this job, which on a rare occasion will I do that. Prop this back up. Oh no! Hold on, I'm coming. Phone fell down between the radiator and the condenser. All right. I got it. Were you excited? Was that a fun ride? I'm gonna put this back on. Looks like I have enough on there. You can actually see the crack through the clear. Hopefully that seals it up. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, so all right. So that's how you replace the resistor on the Chevy Express van. I don't know the year. I guess probably from late '90s, or maybe when they got rid of the 350 motor and they went from the 4.8 to 5.3 to 6 liter on these. I don't think they put the 8.1, but They all should be in this area. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. It won't.